Join us today as we sail into Copenhagen Cruise Port on the P&O Arcadia to spend our first of 2 days exploring much of what Copenhagen has to offer, including Tivoli Gardens at Christmas time. We don't arrive into the port till the afternoon, so time for a bit of a wander around the ship and a bit more exploring. We then go to a presentation about the 4 ports we will be visiting over the coming days. They provided lots of useful information about walking distances into the town and where we'd be docking and such like. We then attended an interesting talk about the night sky. This was right up my hubby's street and very interesting. Offer a bit more of a wander and to enjoy the festive decorations and ship's artistic features. It's quite surreal to think as we sail into Copenhagen. With Denmark on the right of the ship, we start off with Norway on our left, and then as we get closer to Copenhagen, we get Sweden in the distance on our left. Anyway, before we carry on any further, my name is Nettie, and if you are new to Ears and Ideas or just not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. It is free to subscribe and really helps my channel develop and grow. Anyway, back to the video. Well, that's a nice view of our ship, and in theory it is a 15-minute walk to the metro from here. Except we followed the wrong group of people off the ship and ended up in the wrong direction and quite lost. But we saw a few bonus, quite famous parts of Copenhagen by doing this. And we get back on track and get to Tivoli Gardens. So the gods had a different plan for us that day and we thank them. Our first bonus find was this grand maritime monument which commemorates the civilian Danish soldiers who lost their life during the First World War. We then wander by the Danish author Hans Christian Andersen's Little Mermaid statue, which certainly brings in the crowds, but sadly had its head replaced many times over the years. Now the factory unit in the distance, which we describe as the ski slope, acted as our landmark when we kept getting lost. It helped us find our way back to the ship. Now this is a 17th century fortress hidden behind these earth mounds. Certainly something we'd consider visiting if we visited Copenhagen again. We now pass a traditional English Anglican church, St Albans Church. Pictures I've seen of the inside, it looks gorgeous, so certainly worth a look, something else for a future visit. It was built in around 1885. Next we pass the Museum of the Danish Resistance. There is just so much to see and experience, but we are on a mission to get to Tivoli Gardens, so let's crack on. Now, the biggest bonus we got from getting lost by far was happening onto the changing of the Royal Guard at Amalienborg Palace. The square and its palace were beautiful on its own, but seeing the changing of the guard was just the icing on the cake. The Amalienborg Palace is made up of 4 identical buildings. Now, we had purchased the Copenhagen card through Get Your Guide, which we could have used to access the palace, but we were still on a mission to get to Tivoli Gardens. But I'll pop a link in the description on where we got our Copenhagen card from Get Your Guide. Woohoo! I finally recognised this square from my research, the Magasin du Nord. We can get the metro from here to Tivoli Gardens, and if you were to have got the ship shuttle that takes you into town, that drops you off in this area. We will be using the shuttle on our next video, which is our second day in Copenhagen. In regards to the metro, it is covered with our Copenhagen card. You don't need to tap in and out, you just need to have the app available in case any of the officials ask to see it. We have a look around here before we head off to Tivoli. It has some great little Christmas market stalls, but it was quite busy because I think it was a Saturday night that day. It has an ice rink which is empty, but I just think it's changed over time and all the new people are putting their boots on. And the storefronts, especially the Magasin du Nord, are just stunning with their Christmas decorations. Right, we've been on the metro and I'm just outside Tivoli Gardens, except it's the exit and we've got to walk around the building to find the entrance. It's dark, so as you might guess, we took the wrong choice. We went to the left and pretty much walked around the whole of Tivoli to find the entrance, just round the corner from where we started. Anyway, we're finally in Tivoli and it's just breathtaking. There is so much to look at everywhere, starting with this pretty light display. I'm going to shut up now and let you enjoy some of what we did during our few hours around Tivoli Gardens before we head back to the ship for the night. So make sure you've subscribed, and I can't wait to show you what wonderful places we visit and experience during our second day in wonderful, wonderful Copenhagen on the P&O Arcadia Christmas cruise. Bye!